Yes guys, what's good? We are back in the green room off the back of last week's top 5 revisited. Thought I'd come jump back in here and do another list style video for you guys. I asked you guys a couple of weeks back on what you wanted to see, whether it was my top 5 revisited or a vintage tea haul. We all know I'm going to treat you guys to both videos eventually anyway, so I did the top 5 last week, I'm going to tea haul this week, and we'll see where we go next week. Very stoked on doing this. When I say I did a vintage tea haul, I haven't actually gone thrifting physically for these teas. I'm lucky enough to be old enough to remember all of this stuff the first time round, so a lot of these t-shirts are mine from back in the day. Every time I go visit my mum, I'll have a lucky dip and come back with a couple more t-shirts. They're all various sizes from the different eras and body shapes of KDF, so looking forward to going through them. The first one I'm going to go through with, this one from my last week, but you often see it in a lot of my fit pics and videos, is from the Ozfest 2002. It's one of my favourite t-shirts that's aged really well, discoloured well. It's still kept a very tight neck as well as a baggy, loose fit. Ozfest 2002 was a blast. Could well have been one of the first festivals that I went to. This is pretty sick. I'm always reminded of all the rad bands that I saw live, including Slayer. This was my first time seeing them. I got to see Ozzy Osbourne as well as System of a Down before their set was cut short. So yeah, always a nice nostalgic t-shirt to have. Stoked to have it, and I'm glad I'm a bit of a hoarder and I never got rid of this. The next tee I pulled out was the Every Time I Die Rock and Roll Takeover. I picked this up from the Oxford Zodiac when I saw them tour the Hot Damn album. Many years ago, I think it was my second year of college, one of the raddest bands that consistently still bring out sick albums from back then to now, and their attachment to wrestling is rad. So yeah, another tee that's a little bit dusty, but kept its shape. Can't wait to bust this. Cool, this one's pretty sick. This is a Terror t-shirt printed on Rothko camo. It's an extra-ish medium. Believe it or not, at one point I used to be able to get into these kind of tees. I'm going to be probably rocking this as a gym t-shirt now, so when I've got a sick pump, it's going to show through this sick camo tight t-shirt. Yeah man, this brings back some really cool memories. I never actually got to see Terror live until about 3 years ago when I got to see him with Converge and managed to tick off 2 bucket list bands in one night, which was rad. Alright, what's next? Sick. So this is, you'll recognise this logo, this is a Punisher t-shirt to promote the video game from the first ever movie that came out. Not the first movie, but the movie that came out in the mid-2000s. Real cool. It was done with THQ Video Games. I actually got 2 of these. I actually got a bunch of these somewhere at home. This is a large, so I'm looking forward to cutting the sleeves off this and rocking this in the summer. Pretty rad, iconic logo. I mean, who doesn't love Frank Castle? Sick. This one isn't actually one of my t-shirts. This belongs to my good friend JK. This is Internal Affairs, which is an LA-based straight-edge hardcore band. Quite a sick hardcore t-shirt. They've got that nice collegiate blue printed on crucial grey. So yeah, I remember JK doing enough windmills and spin kicks in this t-shirt. Still got your tee, bro. I'll mail it back to you if you're still missing it, bro. Sick. So the last 2 t-shirts I'm pretty excited about. I picked them up for my first ever concert or gig or show, and this was when Slipknot were touring the Iowa album. It's from the same tour that the My Plague video was shot in for the Resident Evil movie. The one which was released on DVD. I went to the Brighton leg of that tour. I remember seeing 1 Minute Silence, American Head Charge, and Slipknot at the same time. That was sick. I picked this green long sleeve up from the merch stand. Didn't actually rock it much back in the day, so it kind of just lived in the cupboard. So I don't even think it's been that heavily worn. Looking forward to busting this long sleeve. Yeah, pretty gnarly design, gnarly print, real sick. The second tee I bought that night was this bad boy. This is a Slipknot Iowa t-shirt. Yeah, it's got all the tour dates on the back. You've got the Iowa album artwork on the front. And the tour dates on the back. This for ages has been living in storage next to my Iowa vinyl and various other Slipknot merch that I had. I've been a day one maggot. I've had love for Slipknot since I was in year 9. So yeah, quite cool to pull these things up. There's a lot of cool memories behind them, and recycling old t-shirts right now is pretty sick, especially with a big focus on sustainability. I'm enjoying making use of old t-shirts I've had that I've forgotten about, and yeah, just having a blast with those, I guess. So they bring back cool memories, they fit right, and they've aged really well. So yeah, looking forward to rotating through a lot of those t-shirts and various different vibes throughout summer. Yeah, so that was my vintage tea haul. Like I said, I didn't go to any thrift stores. I'm lucky I cheated, I actually got that haul from myself. Looking forward to doing the next wave and seeing what I get in my next lucky dip. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
I'm loving like the metallic writing.